stage. It is what it is. What is the point of Eric Nixick being Sean's coach? Sean never listens to him. I remember Sean not even listening to him during the Izzy fight. Yeah, I know. But some fighters, they just don't. They're people. Like, a lot of fighters are, you know what I mean? But it's not. I actually think, chat, yes or no? I'm actually going to make a crazy statement right now. Dricus du Plessis actually has one of the highest fight IQs in the UFC. And the bar is so low that I can actually say that. If he's not having fun with striking, he'll shoot a takedown. You know? If he's really not having fun striking, he'll keep shooting takedowns. If he's having, like he actually does, oh, the punches aren't working, I'll start kicking. The kicking ain't working, I'll start punching. For the higher weight classes, you don't see that type of decision making often. You know what I mean? Even though it doesn't look the way everyone wants all of the strikes to look. You know, if at range it ain't working, he gets in the clinch, he starts spinning elbows and elbows in the clinch and knees to the body, you know? And body shots in general. If he's being backed up, he holds his ground. If the guy is backing up, he takes his time, you know, or he starts pushing forward a bit more. So if they do Dricus versus Alex, does that set up Hamzat versus Imavov for the interim? Dunno. Dricus versus Alex, does that set up Hamzat Imavov for the interim? Yeah, if they were to do that next, that would definitely set that up, yeah. Thank you for the £5. But they won't do that. They'll give Chimaev the title shot, you know. Certain things are guaranteed. You know, they got to let Chimaev get his shot. Finally, you know what I mean? Because when you think about Chimaev, he's had a lot of title elimination bouts that have not ended up being for a title shot. You know what I mean? For his own fault or not, you know what I mean? But I think now we finally got to get it done. Alex hits different because Yuri has absorbed everyone else's power. True. DDP would be in trouble on the feet. Might be able to wrestle and gas Alex. He could wrestle him maybe, but it's a tricky thing to bet on and rely on in a fight with Pereira, especially if you're not his size. You know what I mean? Who can beat DDP right now? I tell you, nobody. I think Imavov could. I think Imavov is sneakily like a dangerous guy for the division. I don't know if he would beat DDP though. It's tricky. Paddy versus Poirier. How do you think the fight will go? I'll go Poirier wins it, probably. Decision or a late finish. Thank you for the $2. Nobody? Imavov, yeah. Did you say Bilal saying he can beat DDP? Oh, I'm sure Bilal thinks that. Bilal thinks a lot of things. None of them are interesting to listen to. When Anshul Jabli claimed he will submit Habib.
खबीब और में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. फर्स्ट राउंड सर्वाइव करना, सेकंड राउंड में नॉकआउट मार सकता हूँ, मैं सबमिट कर सकता हूँ खबीब को, मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. तो वो गुड बाय, बैक टू द लॉबी.
Oh no, Anshul Jabli, what is going on here? There is no difference between me and Habib. First round, I'll survive against Habib. Second round, I can knock him out. I can submit Habib too. I can do anything to him. And then it cuts to him getting slept by this guy. Poor Jabli. My impression of it's true. Does Kaio beat Whittaker or Imavov? No. No, he doesn't. He could beat Whittaker. You know what I'm realizing, chat? Whittaker has got a frail chin. I love Whittaker. Whittaker's one of my favorite fighters of all time. He does, doesn't it? It's the common denominator in a Whittaker situation. Every other middleweight, I feel like, damn, these guys ain't really knocking people out, huh? And then they'll just have knocked out Whittaker at some point or wobbled him really badly at some point as well. So he definitely should not move up to light heavyweight. Not at all. I always worry about Whittaker. People beating Whittaker makes me believe that, oh, you just can't get touched by this guy. And look what he did to Whittaker. But then I'm like, oh, wait, there's another three decisions later. You know? If John fights Tom, he's a small guy, but, you know, he's still a thing. Can you explain Mahomes in MMA UFC terms? Oh, Mahomes in MMA UFC terms. I mean, where do I begin? He's kind of like DDP. He just finds a way to win, typically. You know, you can talk about the stats and it is and that, but until you're in the moment, you know, he just finds a way to win. You know, however you want to critique his game outside of it. I don't know anything about him. Guru, that a fucking nickname for him. I don't know anything other than Jason Kelsey and Taylor Swift and then Pat Mahomes. That's all I know about him when it comes to NFL. You know, if I can get the full upload. IMO Dricus has a better chance than Ankalaev of beating Pereira. Pereira won't have a huge weight advantage, and Dricus' wrestling and grappling is high level. Yeah. I don't know better than Ank. It's tricky. I don't know. At 205, I do worry for Dricus against Pereira. Chat, yes or no, doesn't it just seem obvious almost that Pereira will catch him with a hook as he comes in? I know I'm a big fan of DDP, and I do think he would probably beat Pereira at 185. But at 205, I just feel like Pereira would plant and catch, and I can see it just face plant after he goes in. He could grapple with him. He could, but every day Pereira preps more and more for that to be done to him. You know what I mean? So it's just, he's on borrowed time. It's tricky. It's a tricky matchup for him, but I like that he's risking it, you know, for greatness. Impression of Nina for Mike O'Hearn. It's pretty funny. You weigh triple digits? I mean, yeah. It's over 100, mate. Did you just out yourself as a fucking 3-year-old, mate? Bro thinks I'm fat because I weigh triple digits. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but that's just kind of how humans work, man. Thank you for the $2. Impression of Paulo singing "What was in time to headline UFC 314? Maybe, maybe not. It's a tricky one for him, you know what I mean? It's a tricky. I don't know if he'll be able to get there for the headliner, but maybe they'll put him as like the host of the entire thing. You know what I mean? If DDP beats Hamzat and Amavov, then moves up and becomes a double champ at 205, where is he ranked all time? I'd say top 10 at least. Yeah. I mean, what do you mean top 10 at least, dude? Immediately you would be in the mix for GOAT status. Not like he could be the GOAT of the sport, but hey, he's natty. And that's a lot of legacy. Chimaev, Imavov, then double champ at 205. The 185-205 jump is very difficult to do because there's a massive gap between weight. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that would be insane if he was able to pull that off. Thank you for the £2, Ekram Razak. Appreciate that, brother. What was John Jones? Orban Elliott has messaged me again. Now, I'm starting to lose my patience with Orban Elliott, guys. The amount of rage and disappointment that is coursing through my veins at this very moment is unmatched. He is disrespecting Jerusalem values at their core. Day after day. Day after day. He pisses on the foundations of Jerusalem. He spits on our prophets and our teachers and our leaders of our community. He shits on them. This guy thinks he's some 3-0 running UFC fighter at welterweight. He just messaged me saying Paulo Costa can't do the fucking interview because they got to be up at 8 a.m. Out of nowhere. It's all good. But we're on a 3-strike system at Jerusalem, dude. I'm telling you, he's got one more chance. Impression of Strickland getting soft. I've already read it. Don't forget, you promised to quit YouTube if Budka didn't ragdoll Almeida. What? I didn't say that. You are not in anime. Chill out. All right, sorry. But he has. Why does he always tell you after the fact? I know. He tells me like hours after it was supposed to happen that, sorry, dude, something's popped up. Hours after it was supposed to happen. It's all good, though. I paid 1,500 rupees for of all UFC cards. Sony Live India. Thank you for the 40 rupees, man. I appreciate that. Piggy, Orban was constantly interrupting Mouse. Mouse? Mighty Mouse? I don't know if he was constantly interrupting him. He's just talking, you know what I mean? It's fine. Thank you for the £2. Made that a part of this. Paulo Costa was never my friend. It's all good. What should I say to Orban? It's all good, Orban. Not like I've got a channel to run. Or anything. I'll just... spend my night trying to get caught on the windshield of a truck. Thank you for the $2. Peaky Orban was constantly interrupting. Don't start all this now. You should know Jerusalem has a 3-strike system. And brother, you're on 2. Alright, Paulo Costa interview tomorrow. We're trying. Let's Oj. Alright, we're good. Wait, McGregor, you know. It was refreshing to hear someone come on the podcast with donation talk and get told to shut the fuck up. Very cringe when you say that shit out loud. It is weird saying it all out loud, you know what I mean? Like, if I was in public and someone tried to, like, get based with me in a conversation, I'd be like, shut up. You know what I mean? Don't talk to me about this on a fucking train. You know? It is what it is, though, isn't it? It's almost, I don't know, the guise of worrying about how things sound are completely removed in the live streaming world. You know what I mean? Thank you for the membership, American. Okay, thank you.